Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have one for you that is a dividend ETF, of course. What else do I do, right? And I took a poll. It was this past Monday, and I asked what type of dividend investor are you, or what kind of investor are you? And I broke it down from growth, dividend investor, dividend growth, income investor. And thank you guys. I was really shocked that as many people participated in that. I didn't even realize that we had a community tab available. So I'll be using that a lot more to interact with you guys. I really appreciate the feedback I got on that. But the overwhelming one that won out was the dividend growth investor. And what I found today is one that kind of combines everything, high yield and growth, all in one. So you get your high yield satisfaction of a good dividend yield, and you also get insured growth over time of that dividend. So a dividend growth is as the years go on, your dividend gets higher every year. That's the point of the dividend growth model. I kind of want to. I also want to, but I have to put some visuals together to try to break down all the different classifications. I don't know if I'm making that up. It's just what I've seen over time, whether you're an income investor, a dividend investor, a dividend growth investor, just a growth investor. But I'm trying to get that and convey it as easily as possible. So if you're new here, please consider dropping a like, hitting that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. I do a lot of reviews on ETFs, and I look at different strategies to generate income for retirement on people with smaller incomes, because I belong in that group, and I'm going to retire with a small portfolio, smaller than what the experts say you need to do. So I have some playlists down there that will show you what I go through. So if you would like, please share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I would really appreciate it. Oh, and another thing, I'm going to pin a comment down below. I became an Amazon affiliate. So if any of you guys shop at Amazon and you want to support me, I just get a small little bit of commission, I guess you call it, if you shop on Amazon and use my link. The link down below will get you to a product, but you don't have to buy that product. You can buy whatever, sorry about that. You can buy whatever product that you would like on there. And it'd help me out tremendously. So if you would, please do that if you can. I would appreciate it. So what fund are we talking about today? We are talking about the iShares Select Dividend ETF, and that's ticker symbol DVY. And it is a broad multi-cap blend equity ETF. It has about $12.57 billion in net assets, 4.49% dividend yield, roughly. And it has an expense ratio of 0.39%. So a little on the high side. A lot of dividend ETFs are kind of like that. And so we're going to check out. First thing I want to do, though, I'll come back to this. I wanted to get the let's do this. See, DVY is a dividend yield weighted, non-leverage, enhanced strategy equity ETF with the benchmark index of Dow Jones U.S. Select Dividend Index. So what is the Dow Jones U.S. Select Dividend Index, and how do they select the stocks that go in there? Well, here it is from Dow Jones, and there's a lot to this, but I'm just going to go over kind of the basics. So to be included in this index, they need to have paid dividends in each of the previous 5 years. They need to have a non-negative trailing 12 months earnings per share. So for the past 12 months, they can't have earnings per share that are falling. Now that's going to get a little tricky when we start looking at holdings. They need to have a float adjusted market cap of at least $3 billion and a 3-month average daily volume of 200,000 shares. So that's the basic requirements to be in the index. And another thing was they look at it annually and they rebalance annually the third Friday of March, except there's some exceptions with significant negative dividend growth and negative earnings from continuing operations over the past 12-month period are reviewed to determine if the affected company can sustain an attractive dividend program to remain in the index. And if they can't, they will remove the company the third Friday of March, June, September, or December. So they're not going to hold these companies that are declining in value or declining in earning per share or cutting their dividends for very long. They're going to replace them and get them out. So let's look over here at the portfolio composition. And what we have is pretty much all North America, 96.7%, 3% in Europe. Market cap, you have 52% in large cap, 32% in mid cap, 14% in small cap. So they're pretty balanced. They're a pretty balanced fund. Morningstar has them as a large cap value fund. So it's kind of right up my alley. I love the large cap value space. So their top 10 has about 20% of the fund. And those top 10s are Altria Group at number 1, Wells Fargo at number 2, Prudential at number 3, Exxon Mobil at number 4, AT&T number 5, Philip Morris at number 6, Marathon Petroleum at number 7, LyondellBasell Industries at number 8, International Paper at number 9, and PPL Utility Corp at number 10. Now you remember what I said about them rebalancing if the company is having reduced earnings per share. That'll probably happen for a company like Wells Fargo. So we'll probably see Wells Fargo kicked out of this index in the coming months, I would imagine. But I like a lot of these companies. I own Altria, I own Wells Fargo, I own Prudential, Exxon Mobil, AT&T, and PPL. So I own 6 of the top 10 in this. And their sector exposure, financials make up 24.5%, utilities 23.4%, 9% in energy, 8% in communications, almost 8% in consumer staples, 7% in materials, 7% in technology, 5.5% in consumer discretionary, 4.5% in industrials, and only 2% in healthcare. That's a little disappointing. I'd have liked to seen a little bit more healthcare in there, but they just don't fit the screen. And that is DVY. So let's look at the dividends and the dividend growth. And I want to explain dividend growth a little bit here for you, because this is kind of a good example. So if we look at dividend growth, and we look at it, it did cut its dividend. I mean, through no fault of the ETF. I mean, a lot of companies cut their dividend into the 2008 crash. But if you look at this, let's go back to 2008, right? What was the price in 2008? In 2008, you were paying about, let's just pick a number. Let's say $55, right? So you were paying $55 a share in 2008, and that $55 got you $1.66 in dividends for your $55 for the year. Okay. Now let's say you just bought a whole bunch. No, let's make it even simpler. Let's say you just bought that one share at $55. That got you $1.66. If you just let that share sit there until today, until today. What is today? $3.59. So your $1.60 dividend off that $55 you paid in 2008 is now paying you $3.59. That's dividend growth. So you didn't have to put in more money to get the higher dividend. It just came, and that's not even reinvesting it. Okay. So you'll see the growth rate here of 8.4%. It's got a decent growth rate for a higher dividend yield fund. You know, because it's although it looks like it's flattened out, because this goes to 2018 and it says 360 and we're at 359, and you know, that's kind of gonna be expected here in the next year or two, where we're gonna see dividends kind of flatten out, maybe even decline for a year, and it might take a little while for us to get back up. And that's just the sign of the economy right now, and how things are going for a lot of these businesses. So what did I want to say here? 4.5% dividend growth of 10 years. It does only pay it quarterly. So you monthly, paying people that love those monthly paying ETFs, kind of out of luck on this one. So let's look at what $10,000 grew into for the past 10 years. If you invested $10,000 in this fund 10 years ago, what would it be today? And I got on here DVY. I'm making sure I have DVY because I made the mistake last time. So from July 14th, 2010 to July 14th, 2020, let's see what it comes out to. Bring that here to the center. So with dividends reinvested, you had an average annual total return of 9.71%, total return of 152.68%, and that's for 10 years. So your $10,000 investment turned into $25,274.51. If you just took the dividends and pocketed them, you would have had an average annual return of 9.02%, total return of 137.34%, and your ending investment would have been $23,728.34. So that's DVY. I hope that I explained dividend growth a little bit there. I really would like to do a better job of explaining that, and all the different types of investing monikers, I guess you'd call it, that we kind of put on ourselves, and try to help people out in that way. So if you enjoyed, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. If you're an Amazon user, please consider using the link in the pinned comment down below. That'd be awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.